Welcome, my bearded buddies out there. My name is DanCBearded. My subscribers call me the trusted teacher, and if you're new here, they call me that for a couple reasons. One, my actual career is a teacher and a coach. I teach middle school and I coach from 5-year-olds to 18-year-olds. And they call me the trusted because I have a lot of experience in this bearded game, but I'm also backed by very rigorous research. I do have 2 master degrees, and all of my research does come from university libraries. This is something that I do online. It's not just a simple Google search, and I put hours and hours into that, and I enjoy doing that. I can't sleep at night when there's something that's bothering me, so I go research, and I love that idea. So I want to make sure when I get this series started, you guys know that I am backed in facts and in experience, and I love being backed in facts because you can always go fact check me, and I can rest assured knowing that I am covered because I did the work behind it. Well, the series that I'm starting today is something I'm extremely excited about. It is called a Myth Buster series. I'm going to take some common myths or statements that are about beards, and I'm going to check them. I'm going to see if it is true, if it's not true, or maybe it's somewhere in between, and we're going to go from there. I have 4 different statements today that we are going to try and bust or make sure they are a fact and that you guys know. The first one is, there is a beard shape out there that is good for your face. The second one is, a singular inexpensive carrier oil will do just as much for your beard as these beard oils that we love. A third one is, a shiny beard equals a healthy beard. And the fourth one is, if it is something that is healthy for female hair, it is a good practice for a men's beard. So if you want to see if those statements are true, please make sure you're subscribed, check the intro, and stay tuned. First myth that we are going to explore is the statement that there is a beard style out there that is the best for your facial shape. Now with this is a question I get all of the time. This is a video request I get all the time in comments and messages. Hey Dan C, will you make a video on best beard styles for different shapes of faces? People send me pictures and say, hey Dan, what beard style do you think would fit me best? And for my answer, is there a best shape and style for your face? I have no idea. Part of being a teacher is being able to admit when you do not know something. Part of being a researcher is to admit when you don't know what the answer is, especially when your gut and your intuition tells you you don't know. And I don't know. I've watched all the videos. I've done all the research. I've looked at the oval face, the square face, the potato face, all those different shapes, and I have no idea what beard style fits those the best, and who would I be to tell you which way you should go. For me, how did I discover my shape and how it fits my face? I just trimmed. I tried different things as I grew. It was not anything that I was looking to achieve. I didn't analyze anything. I just trimmed and I found what works for me, and I kind of stay with that because I really like it. So for this myth, is there one out there? Is that busted? Is it a fact? This one's going to be in between with an I don't know. There probably is something that's going to suit you well, but I would say it's personal preference, and do what looks best and works best for you. Don't go with any cookie cutter guide for a certain type shape. Do what you think works best for you when it comes to the shape and style of your beard. The second myth that we are going to explore today is the statement that an inexpensive or a normal carrier oil, a single carrier oil, will do just as good for your beard on the health benefits side and the maintenance side as the beard oils that we know and love. This is another comment that I get all the time, and it's usually from negative people that are trying to tear down the channel, and they'll say, oh, all these feminine guys caring about scents and doing all this, I just throw in this oil and my beard's amazing, it's looked really great. Well, I have to take all the negative and all the intent away from that and look at the actual statement. A carrier oil will do the same as a beard oil. That is a fact. Bam! I hate to say it, but it is true. If you get yourself a big bottle of jojoba oil, it's going to be inexpensive and your beard will do really, really well. If you get yourself a bottle of pure 100% natural argan oil, your beard's going to do really, really well. If you go out and get castor oil, your beard's going to love it. You do not need these really nice smelling beard oils, this nice mix of carrier oils for your beard to feel great. One of the best benefits from beard oil is getting rid of itch. Jojoba oil will do that. One of the best benefits from beard oil is hydrating your skin. Argan oil will do that. One of the best benefits from beard oil is keeping that beard nourished and hydrated. Any single carrier oil is going to do that as long as it's one of the good ones. So this one is actually a fact. A carrier oil will likely have the same health benefits. Now, I absolutely love the scents of beard oils. I love the different bases and how they make my beard feel. Some are heavy in aloe, some are heavy in jojoba, some are heavy in castor, but you get the benefits from the other ones. There are some benefits to essential oils. People will say it's such a small quantity you can't really achieve those benefits. I disagree. When you have some of the therapeutic or the aromatherapy essence of lavender and these different things that have qualities that can calm you and soothe you, that has value for me. So for me, I will never just go to a single carrier oil, but that myth, that statement is a fact. You can get the same benefits from an inexpensive big bottle of jojoba oil as those 1 ounce bottles of oil, beard oil that we love. Fact. The third myth that we're going to take a look at today is the statement that a healthy beard equals a shiny beard. That is 100% busted. Not true. It could be. A lot of healthy beards are shiny, but the idea that if you have a shiny beard, it automatically equals healthy is the farthest from true ever. The women's hair industry has such a massive market that is dedicated to making women's hair look shiny and look healthy, but it's actually not. There are so many aspects that can make a beard look shiny, but it has nothing to do with health. The two most common, the first one would be silicones. I've talked about them on the channel before. Unfortunately, there are a lot of beard products out there that do contain silicones, especially the ones that you guys can find in stores and that are made kind of universally rather than the small batch or the quality companies. And what a silicone does is it coats the outside of your beard hair and gives it the illusion that it is healthy. It gives it the illusion that it feels healthy, but it's not. It coats that hair and does not allow any of the moisture to go in, and it doesn't even trap and keep any moisture in there. So your beard for a prolonged period of time can look healthy and even feel healthy, but it's actually slowly dying, and by the time it's too late, it's gone. There's damage that has been permanently done, and the only way to recoup that beard is to shave it and try again, which is a good thing with beards. You're not going to do permanent damage. It will grow back, but why damage that beard you have on your face right now? Silicones are something that you really need to look into if you believe that a shiny beard equals a healthy beard. A second one is a very simple one, and you guys have seen this, I've seen it, you've done it probably, I've done it, and that is a shiny beard can be a result of just using too much product. We've all been there where we were experimenting with how much oil we want to use and we put in too much. You can feel it, but you can definitely see it. And there's other times when you see guys that may not really have their formula figured out 100% what is best for them, and their beard is just glistening in the sun, but it's usually from too much product. But there is a majority of us that do have a shiny beard, and our beards are healthy, and that's amazing. But that was not the statement. The statement was a shiny beard equals a healthy beard. And I get asked that often. People send me a message and say, hey, Dan C, my beard is very shiny. Does that mean that I'm doing good, that it's healthy? It could, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. So think about silicones especially, but also think about overusing products because that myth is busted. The fourth and last myth that we're going to take a look at today is the statement that if it is healthy for women's hair, it is a good practice for men's beards. That myth is busted. It is not a true statement, and I will explain. There is a huge difference, a one-word difference between women's hair and your beard. It is the word facial. This is facial hair, and this is head hair. Women only have to worry about treating their head hair, not have to worry about treating facial hair. And there is a big, big difference there. As men, we need to treat the skin first and then the hair on our beard. Women really focus on the hair and a little bit on the skin, and that does change everything. And I'll give you examples in science, but please make sure you stay to the end of this so you can hear the most simple analogy ever that'll make complete sense for you guys. The main difference, other than just the idea that it's facial hair, is this thing called sebum or sebum oil. This is an oil that our skin naturally produces. We actually produce it over our entire body. But the fact is, and this is a fact, your scalp produces more sebum oil than your face, especially the face underneath our beard. And that is extremely important and changes everything. When you are treating your beard, you do not have as much sebum oil, so we need to treat the skin. And I'll give you an analogy that will perfectly break it down for you guys. And this is very, very simple. Give me 5 days without showering. Go 5 days without showering. Take a look at the difference between your hair on your head and your beard. No products in that week, no shampoo, no washing, no showering, nothing for either areas of hair. Sorry for all the gentlemen out there without the head hair, but it is necessary for this experiment here. What is going to happen? We all know the answer. After 5 days of no showering and no products, your head hair is going to be a mess. It's going to be greasy, it's going to feel all nasty and just overall greasy. Your beard, what is that going to feel like? A dry, brittle beard's nest. It is going to be terrible. It's going to feel like straw. Those are two totally different things, and the reason behind that is sebum oil. If we produce the same amount of sebum oil from our scalp as we do under our beard would be that greasy mess that we saw with our hair. Because of that fact, we need to treat our beard from the skin out, not the opposite. Girls worry about conditioning and hydrating the hair much more than the skin. Now, are there deep conditioning and amazing things that women do for their hair that translate to our beard hair? Yes, 100%. There are some things that I highly recommend on a weekly or monthly basis that women have been doing for thousands of years that do amazing things for the hair. Now, that should not be your daily routine though. Your daily routine with your beard needs to be different than the daily routine with your hair. Most of you are shampooing your hair every day. You do not want to shampoo your beard every day. With your beard, treat from the skin out. Get the oil to the skin, get that hydration in the skin, and then the beard will go in with the hair. That is really, really important statement there. Just because it is healthy for women's hair does not mean that it is a great practice for men's beard. We have different areas of the face and of the head where that hair is growing, and the biggest difference is the amount of sebum oil that is produced. So that myth is 100% busted. Conclusion. I hope you guys like the idea behind this series. I'm going to keep this going randomly, and most of these myths, all of these myths come from you guys. Questions that I get, comments that I get, requests that I get. So if you have any myths that you have heard about beards, please shoot me a message, leave a comment, and I'll be happy to dive into those and hopefully add them into a video. And I hope you learned something today about some of these myths that you have probably heard. Maybe you knew already, but maybe you did not. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you had wondered something. I think that this is going to be a fun, extremely awesome series as we move forward. So comment to leave with the interaction today. What is something that you thought was interesting? Either you already knew it and you are glad that I covered it, or it's something that you learned today with the information and with the facts. I'm curious to see what you guys knew, what you learned, and what you thought of this. So thank you guys for riding with me. DanCBearded, you guys have a healthy, beautiful, bearded day.